Hello everyone, this is a ninth lecture on hydraulic engineering and machines. In the last lecture we solved one problem of compound channel, also discussed concept of specific energy, and we found the expression of critical depth, minimum specific energy and Froude number for rectangular channel. Now in this lecture we will find critical depth, minimum specific energy and Froude number for triangular channel. So firstly let's find critical depth. What is critical depth? We all know the depth of flow in which the specific energy is minimum. So let's consider a triangular channel with a depth of flow YC and side slope 1 vertical and horizontal. Area of flow will be equal to half of this length multiply by this length. Okay, base multiply by perpendicular. Multiply by YC multiply by what is the top width of this triangular channel. See, the side slope is 1 vertical and horizontal. When this dimension is 1, then this will be n. So for YC this will be NYC, and in similar way here also this will be NYC. So the top width will be 2NYC. Area of flow will be NYC square. We can also find the top width, that is nothing but 2NYC. Now we know the expression which satisfy the critical flow condition, that is Q square divided by G is equal to AC cube divided by TC. Okay, this is the generalized equation governing the critical flow condition in any type of channel, whether it is rectangular, triangular, trapezoidal or circular channel. Now substitute the value of AC and TC in this equation to find the expression of critical depth. Q square divided by G is equal to AC is NYC, so cube of this one N cube YC to the power 6 divided by TC is 2NYC. So Q square divided by G is equal to N square YC to the power 5 divided by 2, or YC is equal to 2Q square divided by G N square whole to the power 1 by 5. Okay, this is the expression of critical depth for triangular channel in terms of discharge and side slope. Now let's find the specific energy at critical depth or minimum specific energy for triangular channel. The specific energy at critical depth EC is equal to, what is specific energy? That is depth of flow plus Vc square divided by 2g. or yc plus vc we can replace by q divided by ac. So qc square divided by 2gac square. And we know that q square divided by g is equal to ac cube divided by tc. So substitute here q square divided by g, we have to replace here q square divided by g by ac cube divided by tc. So EC is equal to YC plus, this will become AC cube divided by 2AC square into TC. Now this will cancel out. YC plus what is AC? AC is NYC square divided by TC is 2NYC. This will cancel out. This will also cancel out. This 2 also there. So this will become YC plus YC divided by 4 or 1.25 YC. Okay, so minimum specific energy for triangular channel is 1.25 times of YC. We can also find the Froude number for this channel. What is the expression of Froude number? That is V divided by root over GD, where V is mean velocity, D is hydraulic depth. So substitute the value of D here. D is A divided by T. What is A divided by T? Let's find this value. 2ny. A is ny square and T is 2ny. That is y by 2. So substitute this A by T value here. Then Froude number will be V divided by root over G y by 2 or V root 2 divided by root over gy. Okay, so this is the expression of Froude number. In similar way, we can find the critical depth for trapezoidal channel also. Critical depth for trapezoidal channel. Let's consider a trapezoidal channel with bottom width B, depth of flow YC and side slope 1:n. Then the area of flow will be that we found earlier. What is that? B plus NYC into YC, and perimeter is, here we need top width for critical flow condition. Okay, top width is D plus 2NYC, and the expression for critical flow condition is Q square upon G is equal to AC cube divided by TC. Substitute the value of AC cube upon TC here. We will have Q square upon G is equal to B plus NYC into YC cube divided by B plus 2NYC. Here it is not possible to find the expression of yc, so we need to go for trial and error approach to find the value of yc. Okay, in our calculator this type of function is there, so by using the calculator we can by using trial and error approach we can find the value of critical depth. So with this we have completed our first unit. In the next video we will start unit number 2. Thank you.